also read it while they are not able to see on the screen. Because I will have to go through the text. I may not be able to do everything together. And I would like to see if devotees want to ask questions or I'm audible, right? Audibility is
Yes,
okay.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Kalacakra Mataji, how are you doing? Are you in Baroda or in Abu Dhabi?
Krishna Mercy Prabhu, I am in Baroda. I am fine.
Okay, so if Krishna's mercy is not there, you'll be in Abu Dhabi, huh?
I think so, Prabhu. Anyways, my husband is there, Prabhu. So they are all having a very anxious time, I can say. Fine,
Huh.
Prabhu.
Oh
They
yeah,
are
because
coping
of
with it.
the Gulf War, huh?
Yes.
Oh yeah, now what you said is true. Krishna's mercy only we are here. Hmm. Make them also come back, no?
They're trying, Prabhu. I think my Prabhu will come maybe by next week. He's trying to evacuate all the devotees.
Hmm.
That's what he's waiting for other devotees also to
Yeah,
evacuate.
better that devotees can come over to India and spend some time. This is the best time to do yatra. Go anywhere like Jagannath Puri, Mayapur, so many places to go. Vrindavan also, weather would have become better by the time, March mid, so already weather would have become better.
One batch already went, Prabhu, they went to Kozhikode, so they went to Guruvayurappan.
Oh yeah,
They
they
because
think
from Oman,
faster,
that
two
was the
steps
only
ahead.
flight which was available.
Yeah, two steps ahead, they. For devotees, what is there? End of the day, recession is there. Just go around and have some nice maja, like they say. Um,
True, true.
that's how devotees are. Nice. Okay, I really relish some of the nice questions that were coming in the group, in the group, and also the answers and so on. So it's very nice. Swapna Mataji was asking some very nice questions. And I was picked, I mean, even now I'm traveling, I've been traveling quite a bit, and in my phone, I was not able to type, long texts. That's why I was not thinking of leaving a voice message also. It will take some time to do that in a coherent way. We have to speak also like that. So I was thinking that, yeah, when I get some better way to type it, then I will probably um, answer. Not answer, I would add. Already, each one of you have been giving nice answers or questions. Thank you for those nice questions also. Um, Before we start, I wanted to, I think some of you would have seen the message about Chitra Mataji's difficult situation. Thank you, Sapna Mataji, for taking the step to communicate it and also connect with her and all that. Yesterday or day before, I was talking to Suresh Prabhu, who is now Sundar Ishwar Prabhu. Very nice, finally uh, they got the initiated Suresh Prabhu and Gaurav Prabhu also is Gaur Pran Das. Gaur Pran Das. And one more devotee, Bhimraj Prabhu is there. He is in the group, but he is normally doesn't have the time to join because he works also. And he is initiated as Brajajana Priyadas. And Chitra Mataji is Chitra Sundari. I think I misspelled it as Chitra Sakhi. Actually, Chitra Sundari. Uh, Chitra Sundari Mataji, right, Mataji? So, I think Mataji corrected it. So Suresh Prabhu was also in touch with her husband as recent as like few days ago. It seems Mataji is able to remember things. I don't know how many of you know her situation. It was really critical for a few weeks. She had a clot in her brain. First, it started off with a block in her heart. She's hardly 50 years old. and she had a block in her heart, and then before even that could be fixed, there was a clot in the brain that started, and then her kidney failed. Then they had to go through and do some dialysis, and she, because of that brain clot, she lost all memories. I mean to say, she couldn't recognize anybody. It was a very precarious situation, and all this happened about a month ago or so, month or two ago. And the doctor said it's pretty critical, and she was in the hospital for a while. And then I think just maybe a week or two ago, she was discharged. The doctor said whatever we could do, we did, and now she should recuperate on her own. So it's a very enthusiastic Mataji. Many of you would have seen her in the groups, especially in the Prabhupada Smaranam group. She was the one of the reviewers of the Juhu storybook. That's why she had the soft copy, and we used to use that soft copy for our reading. And luckily, Krishna's mercy, I heard that she is able to uh, recognize everybody and all that, but she's not able to speak much. Her speech is taking some while to come, so it's still not. It take while to get out of this, because even the fact that with all these problems, Krishna brought her back is a big thing. And Gaurav Prabhu and Suresh Prabhu, Sundareshwar Prabhu and Gaurav Prabhu, they went to her home. It was pretty far. And they went to her home, and they read the Gajendra prayers. I told her to do that, and they were very, what do you call, very kind of them to do that. And luckily, I mean, she could also recognize at that time, and she welcomed them and all that. So the speech is very limited, is what I heard. It's very important that we pray for her. Devotees' prayers are very important. Whatever Krishna wants to do, that's up to him. But end of the day, like just like we pray for any other living entities, it's important that we pray for them who are, it's our devotees' prayers that helps in our, whatever Krishna wants to do with us. I personally wanted to go and meet her um, in person. Somehow my travel has been stuck with a few other places, traveling and all that. So as soon as possible, Krishna would like to do that. Okay, with that, I think we should start off with the discussion on this verse, Etavadutto Pararamatan Mahad. So what we'll recite this. Who would like to recite the verse? Etavadutto Pararamatan Mahad. And then we'll read the word-to-word meaning, then finally translation purport. Anybody would like to volunteer for reciting the verse?
Yeah, Prabhuji, may I recite? एतावदुक्त्वो पररामतन्महद् भूतं नभो लिङ्गमलिङ्गम् ईश्वरम् अहं च तस्मै महतां महीयसे शीर्ष्णावनामं विदधेनुकम्पितः.
Yes, Mataji, word-to-word meaning.
Translation purport by His Divine Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Etavat, thus, uktva, spoken, uparama, stopped, tat, that, mahat, great, bhutam, wonderful, nabha lingam, personified by sound, alingam, unseen by the eyes, Ishwaram, the supreme authority, aham, I, cha, also, tasmai, unto him, Mahatam, the great, Mahiyase, unto the glorified, Shirshna, by the head, Avanamam, obeisances, Vidadhe, executed, Anukampitaha, being favored by him.
So this anukampitaha is very interesting. Out of compassion is one meaning, and being favored by him is an outcome of that compassion. You see, and then Vidadhe is executed. What did he execute? What did he execute?
Gratitude.
He executed the bowing his head, the action. See, you feel a sense of gratitude, right? You are feeling a sense of gratitude. But when that feeling gets transformed into action, that is called execution. You can express your, uh, Piyush Prabhu is saying something. Yes, Prabhu, he has followed the instructions of Bhaktivedantas, but in this specific verse, it refers to executed here means he is executing his feeling of gratitude by bowing his head. So whenever we are offering our obeisances to Krishna or Vaishnavas or anyone else for that matter, right? It should be not a mechanical thing. It should be out of our feeling of, say, thanking, gratitude, or expressing our grateful feeling, or anything that is favorable feeling, basically. So that is the feeling or thought transformed into action. That is why Prabhupada is using the word execution. See, the mind can think so many things. At the end of the day, mind, whatever it is thinking, it has to be represented to say the person who is our counterpart or whoever that is, uh, through an action. Otherwise, how will the other person know what we are thinking? Isn't it? Now we are all there. I am speaking. I am expressing whatever Krishna, Prabhupada inspires, Guru inspires. When you reciprocate with your question or your realization, then it makes it confirms, isn't it? And if I can sit here simply and not sharing what I feel, then it will not be a execution. It will only stay as thoughts in our minds. Great saintly persons can even do, thoughts can move mountains. They say they can even with the thoughts itself they can make things happen. Like how Krishna does just by looking at the world, he creates a material world. Saikshate. So many of the saints and sages, they can move things around just by thinking about it. That capacity they have, but normal people we don't have. We don't have that capacity to move things just by our thoughts in our mind. So that execution is a way of expressing our gratitude. Here, Narada Muni is expressing his gratitude by bowing his head. Right. Now, the very interesting thing is anukampitaha normally translates into compassion. Anukampa means out of compassion, out of sympathy, mercy. But here, Prabhupada, right, being favored by him. What does that mean? You click on that, I will do that one thing. See here. Normally this Anukampa. Romancha Kampa. No. What is that? Anukampa. I will. What is that? Shloka. Anukampa. I think. See, you see the screen. Anukampa means by compassion, causeless mercy, show of mercy. It's all about mercy. Yes, you're saying something.
Is it Tattenukampa, that one?
Sorry, Mataji.
Tattenukampa, that one. Is it that one?
Tatyanukampam Susamikshmano. There are many places that Anukampa is there. If you see on the screen, so many shlokas, this Anukampa word is used. Prabhupada by and large translates it into showing special mercy, causeless mercy, compassion, etc. So, in other words, these are things which you can think over. When I'm saying I'm showing mercy, what should I do? I should actually favor others, right? In other words, the feeling of being favored, it means that I don't deserve it. Correct? If I say, oh, you so favor, mean you favored me when I was in difficulty. Huh? So which means I don't deserve it, but still they did that help to me. Only then we can show we can show true gratitude. If I think that I deserve something, then I will end up thinking that what's the big deal he did? Whatever I deserved, he did it. I will not be grateful to them. So when you say that, I don't deserve it, the next natural thing is that I don't deserve it. That's when you will feel that, oh, I'm not at all qualified, but he still is favoring me. Get it? So this interesting word, being favored by him, is that Krishna was compassionate to me. This is what Narada is telling. Even though I don't deserve his mercy, but still he showed his mercy to me. For that, I am eternally grateful. What is that mercy? Even though he said that I am not going to be visible to you anymore, he gave me a hint as to how I can easily see him, how I can easily associate with him, how can I easily connect with him. That is what personified by sound is there. So who can be so merciful that, see, I am not here, but my sound vibration is here. But whatever blessings you want from me, you will get from my sound vibration. You just chant or you hear, you get, there is no difference at all. As good as I am here, by the holy names or by smaranam of my pastime, Leela, etc., naturally I am with you. And there is no difference between that. Whatever blessings you want from me, you can get it directly by this, by studying this Bhagavatam, by studying, by hearing Krishna Katha and so on. How great and merciful Krishna is. I am not at all qualified for this much of compassion, this much of discount. Right? It's a greatest discount offer that one can give. Because if Krishna had said that you can see me in all the temples, people all will be going to the temples. Right? But how much effort it takes to go to the temple or Dham, for example. Yes, that is one thing. But then Krishna said, that is not the only place. You can say, wherever you are, you can associate with me through my sound form. Who can give this much? Who can do this much favor? Do you understand how the words are written so beautifully? Does it make sense? Any questions, comments, realizations? So that being favored by him is a very beautiful thing. But you see, in nowhere in the translation on the purport, Prabhupada uses the word favor. And he doesn't use the, he uses the word gratitude, but in the word-to-word meaning, he doesn't use the word gratitude. Isn't it? That favor and gratitude are connected. Because unless and until we feel that the favor has been done to us, we cannot be grateful to the person. He has done a favor to me. So the favor means it should always be remembered. If I am really valuing it, I will always remember the favor that has been done to me, isn't it? And that remembering naturally leads to gratitude. Anukampa, favor, gratitude, mercy, right? Here, that favor is actually costless mercy. There is no cause for Krishna to give that mercy to us. I have not done anything. That's what Narada Muni is feeling. The word costless mercy is so beautifully coined by Prabhupada. There is no cause. I have not done anything for which he has to be merciful to me. You see the beauty? Okay. Now this is one interesting thing that is there in that what told me. Another beautiful thing is there. I want you to focus on these words, Mahatam and Mahiyase. What does it imply? Anyone? Page Prabhu is not able to speak, so he's typing. Anyone would like to? God is munificent, okay? No, but that doesn't. Mahatam and Mahiyase, these two words imply something very interesting. Most munificent, okay, fine.
He is Uttama Shloka. He is great and so he is glorified.
What is the word Mahatam and Mahiyase have in connection?
He is Uttama Shloka. He is great and so he is glorified.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, not all great will be glorified.
Mataji, you hit the nail on the head. There are people who are great, but all of them will not be glorified. You can be Mahatam, but you cannot be glorified. You may be glorified, but you may not be great. Right? In a material world, people give money and get glorified, but they are not actually great. You give some money, or you give some food, or you give some facilities, then people will glorify you. But Krishna is the only one who is both great also and is glorified also. Generally, he deserves that glorification. That's what it means. Mahatam and Mahiyase. Lord is great also and is glorified also. Most wonderful also. Personified by sound, unseen by eyes, supreme authority. So these are some of the things which we left out from our earlier thing. We did, of course, for the gratitude part, we went through a whole story and we collected a lot of various reasons why he was expressing his gratitude. Did we include this in the list, that he was so grateful for the Lord being so merciful in presenting himself in the form of sound to Narada Muni? Did we include it in the list? I don't know if not, we can always include it. If it is already there, then no problem. Right? There is like the Lord has been merciful in sending the Bhakti Vedantas, teaching him, and all those things which we are grateful for, right? So many things which we discussed. And in that, one of the most important factor is the Lord presented himself in the form of sound vibration. Okay. So now all these are getting to Bhutam. That is wonderful. Now let's go to the word translation. Who wants to read the translation?
Prabhuji, can I read it?
Of course, Mataji.
Okay,
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Purport that the
No, translation, Mataji.
Acha. Uh, then okay, translation. Then that supreme authority, personified by sound and unseen by eyes, but most wonderful, stopped speaking. Feeling a sense of gratitude, I offered my obeisance onto him, bowing my head.
Okay. So we discussed this, right? The Lord is the most wonderful. Who can present himself as, okay, now on my sound vibration is me. You take shelter of my sound vibration, and whatever blessings or experience or anything that you want, it will give. The sound vibration only will give. There is no need to worry about. Who will be able to do that? If I am telling in my office, my sound vibration is there, give me presence, they will kick me out. They will say, we are okay with your sound vibration, but you have to physically come, be present in the office. Right? People are running from one direction, one corner of the city to the other corner just to get that 1 day attendance, isn't it? They are just trying to. They can't leave people peaceful at all. They don't like to see people happy. This this corporate world, this thing, by and large, the whole world, but especially the corporate people, they don't want people to be happy. Especially they don't want devotees to be happy. Isn't it? Shivakumar Prabhu gives a thumbs up also. He has to travel from Coimbatore to Chennai just to put some attendance for a week. Every month he has to come and do this. So this thing. Oh, we are seeing Chitra Mataji joining. Hare Krishna, Chitra Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Danda from Prabhu.
Mataji, you are able to speak so nice. In the beginning of the class, we were discussing about you, and I was telling devotees to pray for you. So happy to see you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Actually, I am not very much acquainted to still to everybody else, but trying to whatever I can here that way. So
Oh,
just
Jai Mataji, you are back with us. That is more important. We are so happy to see you.
thank you,
Thank you
Prabhuji.
so much for your dedication, Mataji. Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Oh,
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam to you, Mataji. You were Swapna Mataji was some few weeks ago was telling me, and that's when I came to know about it. And
Yes.
we have been praying for you since then. And
Yes.
I've been regularly in touch with our Suresh Prabhu,
Yes.
Sundarishwar Prabhu, and Gaurav Prabhu also. They came to your home. Yeah.
So once when I was just started, they had came to meet I was not able to meet that both of them, but I am not able to totally myself exist to. I mean, my Prabhuji can help if you want this actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Maybe Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. You are so. You are. I mean, we all our obeisances to you, Prabhu. Thank you for taking care of Mataji. Yeah, Suresh Prabhu and Gaurav Prabhu told me about her thing.
True.
We are praying for her. She will get better soon. She is much better than what we thought,
Yeah,
frankly
yeah.
speaking. I think there is definitely improvement, no, Prabhu, from the day she returned back to.
It will take time, sir.
Yeah, it will take time, but
Prabhu.
at least really Krishna's arrangement. Thank you that you,
Yes.
for joining her. You know, we were actually praying for her in the beginning of the session, updating devotees about Mataji, but yeah, definitely she will be back to normal. We are so happy to see her, Prabhuji. We're so surprised to see
Thank
her. Thank you. This is the real Anukampitaha, isn't it, Swapna Mataji? Krishna has really been so merciful to Mataji and for all of us. Right? She was so dedicated, and every class she would join without fail, and she will be the only one who will switch on her video all the time. Now Swapna Mataji is joining suit, but then she was the only one who will switch on her video and sit and whether it is phone or laptop or whatever, she will and she will be with a she will be the one without fail. She will also read the text. See, this is the beauty of serving the transcendence. The supreme transcendence, Krishna, by serving him, whatever challenges that we face, somehow the transcendental sound vibration is helping us. This is the most wonderful. This is Bhutam, Nabolingam, Alingam, Ishwaram. The four different things we are talking about. What more practical example do we need than this, right? From the situation Mataji was in, really, just this Karthik we met Mataji in Vrindavan. I was driving the bike from Radha Damodar temple, and I was going towards Yamuna, just the turn. Suddenly I heard somebody calling my name out from a rickshaw. Who is that calling? And I turned, and it was Mataji, traveling with a few of other Matajis. And it was such a nice, pleasant surprise to see her there. And after that, I couldn't meet because it was a Kartik Yatra and all that. And I think Mataji went back to Pune, and Mataji Krishna will soon come to see you there. I've been, trying my best to come there at the earliest to see Krishna willing. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
So we will discuss the translation.
Yes.
Yeah. So who is willing to read now?
I'll read it, Prabhuji, if you want.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
You want me to read purport, right?
No, yeah, purport. Sorry, purport.
Okay. That the personality of Godhead was not seen but only heard does not make any difference. The personality of Godhead produced the four Vedas by his breathing, and he is seen and realized through the transcendental sound of the Vedas. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita is the sound representation of the Lord, and there is no difference in identity. The conclusion is that the Lord can be seen and heard by persistent chanting of the transcendental sound.
This purport now, there's a reason why Maharaj made us learn it by heart. And this whole purport he made us all learn by heart. And he said the reason is because there are some 4 lines only, and each of this line has nice phrase, some nice key phrase in it. This first line itself, that the personality of Godhead was not seen but only heard. Right? This is a very interesting thing, because there are things which we see as we can't see Krishna always wherever we see because of our limitations. Actually speaking, the Bhagavatam is the sadhana through which we can see Krishna everywhere. That is the entire goal of Bhagavatam is to make us see him, see everywhere. The effect of studying Bhagavatam properly is to get to that point where you can see Krishna everywhere, in every situation, and every people, everybody, everywhere, all Hari Sarvatra Sarvatra. But to get there, we should first of all see the Lord in his sound vibration. Lord as his sound vibration. And that will make the whole thing presence, feel the presence of Krishna in the whole universe. Why? What is the connection between seeing Krishna in the sound vibration and seeing the Lord everywhere?
Prabhuji, is it not because, our bhakti starts with hearing? I mean, Shravnam, Kirtanam. So
Very
you need to
beautiful, very beautiful, but I am not yet getting to that point. One step before. One step before I am more from a what do you call the
Is it
the philosophical
Prabhuji,
perspective yet.
isn't sound the I'm sorry, Mataji, you can continue. Sorry.
Kivitya
yeah,
Mataji was
same.
going
I
to say
think
something.
it's the same thing. Please continue.
Sorry, what's that?
Isn't sound the function of, I mean, it's because of the air and the vibrations. So because air is present everywhere throughout.
Before
Oh.
air, sound
Hmm.
comes. Air,
Yeah.
see, if you see the creation, everything was
Hmm.
created from the sound. First,
Hmm.
everything was created from the sound vibration. From the sound comes the sky,
Hmm.
and sky is present everywhere. You
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm.
If you see the third canto creation, everything starts with the sound. The creation, the whole creation starts with the sound. That is why in every part of the creation, sound is present. So if you see sound, if you see Krishna in the form of sound, you can see Krishna everywhere. Whichever sound is there, you will see Krishna in that. In the form of sound vibration. Does it make sense? Any sound, we will be trained to do that. Any sound that you hear. See this nice thing that Sonas Radhanath Maharaj writes in that Journey Home book. He says that one day he was sitting in the rock in the, I think Rishikesh or Haridwar, he was there. And that flow of the Ganges, that sound, he has not heard the Hare Krishna mantra before, but the flow of the Ganges somehow revealed that mantra to him. It felt like that Ganges is flowing, that water's flowing sound, no? That was, it felt like that Hare Krishna mantra for him. I don't know how it happened. So he said that Mother Ganga was his source of him first hearing the Hare Krishna mantra. So in every sound, no, like you can feel the presence of Krishna in the sound of the, they say the thunderbolt, lightning, then the birds cooing. In every sound, Krishna is present. And from the sound only, the sky is generated. Sound is the subtle form of the gross form, which is sky. And it is also called ether. Okay. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are the Pancha Tanmatras. So Shabda gives rise to ether, sky. From sky, which is the gross form of the sound, but it is still subtle because nobody can see ether. You cannot feel it also. So from there, the next thing what is coming? Touch sensation. Shabda, Sparsha. And from that is the subtle form. From the subtle form comes the Sukshma form, right? Subtle means Sukshma. From the Sukshma comes the Stula, that is a gross, which is air. So you said that air carries, no. Before that sound comes. From sound only you get the, from the sound to sky, sky to touch, sparsha tanmatra to air. From air comes the rupa, form tanmatra, rupa tanmatra. Rupa to fire. Fire is the gross form of the form thing. That's the rupa tanmatra. Then from the fire comes rasa tanmatra, which is the taste. And from the taste comes water. Water is the gross form of the taste. And from water comes the gandha, which is the smell tanmatra, gandhas tanmatra. From gandha comes yat. That is the gross form. That is why earth has all the totality of all the gandhas in it. That's the fragrances. Wherever you go, any tree or anything that grows now, all of them have different gandhas. Fragrance, it is all coming from the same earth. You see how this whole thing works. We did discuss that in one of the sessions. I don't know how the material world is created. I think I have it with me. Let me see. On PPT, we did it for that. It's a
Yes, Prabhuji, you had shared, but
I did it in one of the classes with Abu Dhabi,
yes.
but
Here
not,
also, you actually shared it with us also, Prabhuji, that slide. But
is
I
it?
understood it only today. Sorry.
Maybe you are transcendental, so you.
You shared it because you said you had done it in a UAE class, and you shared it with us.
UAE class, yeah, Abu Dhabi class, I did it. I shared it, but I don't know if we discussed it in depth, in a little bit more detail. But anyway, I will share this. It's a nice thing. So seeing Krishna in the sound form means seeing Krishna everywhere. That's an important point. Let me. In Pune class also I discussed that. But where is that? Oh, it is a lot. Down. Oh, you have a older version only here. So, let me share the screen. See this. Yes. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is how it actually works. The evolution of material elements and senses. See, everything starts with sound, shabda.
Prabhuji, could you speak a
gives
little
rise
louder,
to.
please?
Sorry?
Prabhuji, could you speak a little louder?
Am I audible now?
Little more louder, Prabhuji.
My shabda is not working when I'm talking about shabda. Is it not audible to everybody?
Yeah, it is okay, Prabhuji, but I thought, if you could be a little louder, then it would help.
You are audible to me. Everybody is saying audible.
Guruji, the audio is there, but it is low than every time.
Is it? I am speaking as 1 second. No? Is it better now?
Not much better, Prabhuji.
Not much better or now much better?
No, not much better, Prabhu.
Your voice is very audible. I don't know what is the problem.
No problem, Prabhuji. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Let me see if this works. Is it better now?
Same,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Same, Prabhuji. It is same. No problem, Prabhuji. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, you
Go
may
ahead,
have
Prabhuji.
to log off and log in, Prabhu. It should work out sometimes.
Sure, Prabhuji. I'll try. Thank
Is
you.
it
Hare
better
Krishna.
now? Is it better now?
No, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji. Never
Then
mind,
there's
Prabhuji.
something
Please go
wrong.
ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, yeah. I will log off and log on. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So, see, this Shabda gives rise to two things. One is the Nabha, that is ether sky, and hearing sense, that is Shrotram. Okay. You see that? And they both combined together produces the Sparsha Tanmatra. Okay. Then Sparsha Tanmatra gives rise to air and the touching sense. They both combined together, next produce the next form, that is Rupa. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. This is the sequence. Rupa gives rise to fire and sight sense, the sense to experience the fire. Then they both combined together produces the taste, Rasa Tanmatra. Rasa gives rise to water and taste sense. See, when the water is there, the sense of taste should be there to experience that water, no? Right? That's what happens. Then they both combine together to produce the Gandha. And Gandha gives rise to earth and the smelling sense. Now, if you see, this side is all the 5 elements, right? Bhumi, Rapanalo, Vayu, Kam. These 5 elements are there on the left side, in the purple side. The top part is subtle, bottom part is gross. The subtlety slowly reduces, the grossness increases, and when the earth comes, everything is seen. In water, you cannot, I mean, water is there. It is one level subtler than earth. Fire, you can see it, but you cannot touch it. There is no taste or all this, right? Air is even subtler than fire, isn't it? Air is even subtler than fire. You can experience it, it can touch you, but you cannot see it, or you cannot taste it. You cannot taste the air. And even subtler than this is sky, right? But all these are actually elements, the Panchamahabhuta, right? They are all connected with the senses, the different Jnanendriyas. And these are the Tanmatras, the one in the center. This Tanmatras only gives rise to is a gross and subtle, and all that. This is how the creation happens. On the right side, you say senses of perception, Jnanendriya basically. Subtlest one is in the top, it is hearing sense, and the grossest one is the smelling sense. Thus, that is connected to the earth. Do you see that? That makes some sense.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is how the creation is. Very subtle, very complicated, very difficult to, very difficult to understand this thing. But then this is how Krishna is creating the whole. You can see this in the third canto, 26th chapter, 27th chapter, that is 26th chapter, I think. Okay. So this is why Krishna is so merciful that he has presented himself in the sound vibration. The meaning is the effect of the sound vibration, fire, air, water, everything is in the earth. All of this you can do. Like you can smell the earth, you can see the earth, you can touch the earth, you can taste the earth, everything is there. Right? But the subtler forms, even though you cannot experience them there. In that. In the water, you cannot experience the smell. In the fire, you cannot experience the taste. Right? Fire, you cannot touch. You cannot. I mean, you can touch, but you cannot taste or you cannot smell the fire because it's subtler. As you go grosser and grosser, you along with the previous elements quality, one additional quality is added. Like that, one after another, you'll see when it comes to earth, all 5 things you can do. Right? So the effect of sound is present in the earth also. It is present in the water also. It is present in the fire also. That is why the fire is going, it makes sound. When the water is flowing, it makes sound. You feel the experience of the water moving, na? Right? When you boil the water, there is sound. Right? When you break the ice, there is sound. When the gas, the pressure cooker and the water converts into gas, it creates sound. You get what I'm saying? Right? And you can see the water. Krishna is merciful, so merciful that he's present in the form, he's present himself in the form of sound vibration. So this whole world is created by the Shabda. There is one particular purport which is written, dedicated on the science of sound, The third canto, Anavritihi Shabdat. Yeah, that is the word he uses. Search in the that's in the third canto. This will be very difficult. Anavritihi Shabdat. That's what it was. Why it is not coming? I'll say so in the third canto it will come. What Prabhupada says in that very specifically is that he says that uh, you are created by the sound. The same sound will wind up, wind down. It will help you annihilate it or leave this place. So just like you got this material body by sound, by being associated with the same sound vibration, you'll be able to leave this material existence also. That's a thing that he says. I'll find out and share it with you offline. Okay. So this is the first and foremost thing that we should say when we read this first line. From a technical point of view, we're talking, but beyond that, we'll also go further as we go along. That the personality of Godhead was not seen. Oh, 326:30. Thank you, Naveen Prabhu. 326:32. Yes, I remember it is there in the. Naveen Prabhu is from base group, right? Naveen Prabhu, you have joined, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
He is from Electronic City base. Very nice, Jyoti. We welcome him here. Thank you, Prabhu. See 326:32. Tamasacha Vikurvanat Bhagavad Virya Chodita Shabda Matram Abhut Tasman Navashrotram Tu Shabdagam. Open it in this light is not enough, so let me. Yeah, here if you see, yeah, Anavrittihi Shabdat, right? See, it is understood from this verse that by the agitation of the element of egoism and ignorance, the first thing produced was sound, which is a subtle form of ether. It is stated also in the Vedanta Sutra that sound is the origin of all objects of material possession, and that by sound one can also dissolve this material existence. Anavritihi Shabdat means liberation by sound. The entire material manifestation began from sound, and sound can also end material entanglement if it has a particular potency. Not any sound can do that. Only that which has a particular potency which has it will end the material entanglement. The particular sound capable of doing this is a transient vibration. Hare Krishna. Our entanglement material affairs have begun from material sound. Now we must purify that sound in spiritual understanding. What is that purification process? There is no difference between the Lord and his sound form. That is the whole way to understand this. There is sound in the spiritual world also. If you approach that sound, then our spiritual life begins. And the other requirements for spiritual advancement can be supplied. We have to understand very clearly that sound is the beginning of the creation of all material objects for our self gratification. Similarly, if sound is purified, our spiritual necessities are also produced from sound. Like this purport is the best purport. So please meditate on this for the first line. I think we need to spend another 4 weeks to understand each line of this purport. One line per week only we can do. If Krishna he gives more time and this thing, you may be able to do it in 1 week or say maybe, not 2 weeks. But for today, this much you have progressed by the mercy of Sir Krishna. Okay. Any questions? Any thoughts? Points to discuss before we wind up for the day? Since it's a weekday, I want to keep it shorter.
Prabhuji, I did not understand how we can see air.
You cannot see air, you can only feel it.
Hmm.
You can only feel the touch. See, that's what I was telling you. See, sound, from sound everything is created. Sky, see, whatever was listed there as 5 elements, no? Bhumi, Apa, Analo, Vayu come. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, no? Bhumi, Apa, Analo, Vayu come, Mano, Buddhi, Revacha, Ahankara, Iti, Binna, Prakriti, Rashtadam. These are created by my separated, these are my separated energies. So start from come. Come is ether. Ether you cannot see, feel, taste, nothing you can do with it. But it is present. It is not, you cannot experience it. Air, you can feel the touch. You cannot see it, you cannot taste it, you cannot smell it. Correct? Next level grossness is what? After air is fire. Bhumi, from there you said, Bhumi, Apa, Anal, Vayu come. After Vayu, Anal comes. Anal means the fire. So fire you can see, but you cannot taste it, you cannot touch it, you cannot smell it, you cannot taste it. Right? You can touch it though. So air's touch thing is included here, plus an additional thing. What is that? That is seeing. Now from fire, the next level of grossness is what? Water. In water, what happens? You can see the form, you can touch it, you can feel it also, and you can taste it also. The taste is also there. Fire, even if you touch it, you cannot taste it. There is no taste in fire. Now, next level of grossness is what? Earth. In earth, all of them are there. The only thing that was missing was the smell, that is also there in earth. You got it? Any other questions? Comments? See, this is so see, it may look like a little technical, whatever those things about sound, but you see how logical and how sequentially and how beautifully Krishna has created this material world. There is a sequence and there is a method in each of them. And our whole body is made of these 5 elements. Everything is so systematic, and that's why after creating all these things, he is not even touching it. He says, Suyate Characharam, what is that? Hetunanena Kaunteya Jagadi Parivartate. On his own, everything happens. He doesn't come and interfere in day-to-day affairs. No, he doesn't do micromanagement at all. Meenakshi Mataji, you were going to say something?
No, Prabhuji, I'm sorry, Prabhuji, I've missed a couple of classes in between. But when by Krishna's mercy, sometime back when you had take a class on this verse. Piyush Prabhuji had asked a question, Prabhuji, that sound itself is impersonal, but Srila Prabhupada writes in the translation personified by sound. So I'm sorry if I've clarified it, but I haven't, I actually don't know if you got time to clarify. I don't, I've missed
See,
a lot
that's
of
what the
lectures.
point
So.
is. That's the point is, sound is not impersonal. Sound is actually
Mm,
personal. If you see Krishna in sound, you can see it is personal.
mm,
See, you are speaking. I have seen you. Even though you are not switched on your video, I can connect you with the person that you are.
mm.
Even if I have not seen you before, I will imagine some form, no? Okay, this is the Mataji's voice. Maybe it's one of the Matajis, like that. Because I know that the form is there. Sound is always personified. It's an impersonal. Impersonal means you will not even able to see, but you are able to connect, no?
Yeah,
So there is no impersonalism there. Personalism only.
sure. Thanks, Prabhuji. Thanks for clarifying.
Right? It's all person. Only a person. Not just a person. See, even water when it is flowing, it is create a sound. So you are personifying it with the water element. And the water devata is there. Right? We say Kaveri, we say Ganga, we say Yamuna. Like that, we are connecting it with the different Nadi devatas, no? Fire also, Agni is there, he is a devata.
Yeah. Actually, true, Prabhuji, because each one has its own flow, and therefore the noise, the voice sound also would be unique to each one of them.
Correct. And moreover, one more thing, please understand, there is something called ultrasonic and all that. We have only a specific range which we can hear.
Yeah, yeah.
But that does not mean that there is no sound beyond that or beneath that.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Very
other
true.
animals and all can hear even the subtle, the earthquake happens. These animals, they know beforehand, before even we do this thing. Why? Because they know the subtle sound that is the earth is making when it is shaking. Very subtly it will shake. Huh? Like the tsunami is coming, it is creating the sound. These birds and these animals and all, they have that transcendental potency to know beforehand. Because they can hear sound which we cannot hear with our normal ears. So every element has sound. Only thing is that we are not able to experience it, right? We are not able to hear it. That does not mean there is no sound there.
True.
So there is so much science behind this whole thing. That's why Prabhupada always said science of Krishna consciousness. Always use the word science of Krishna consciousness. It means it's so scientific. The phenomenal world that is in front of us, the material world, through that you can experience Krishna.
True.
So sweet it is. Anything else before we wind up? One point before we close. Thank you, Naveen Prabhu, for joining. I think Krishna willing, if others also have, I know the entire base has so many questions. Even in the for Sarjapur thing, there's so much questions were there. We have spent so much time with the wonderful devotees asking questions. So we'll be more than happy to see you and other devotees from the group join and ask questions. That would be very instigate our intelligence basically. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we'll stop here. Yes, Naveen Prabhu, you're saying something?
No, thank you. Thank you so much. This was a very nice point about sound, how it is person.
Yeah. So, because as soon as you hear the sound, you imagine that person there. That we can do with all elements, frankly speaking, because everything has a controller behind it. Ultimately, it is Krishna who is manifesting in all these ways. We'll stop here. Krishna willing, we will continue again tomorrow. I would like to have one more session tomorrow if Krishna devotees are, because this weekend again I might be tied up. We may have a class, but I don't know. But pretty much I'm kind of tied up, so we'll see. I think going forward, weekdays may be the only way for us to connect if we can find out some way to. Weekday also going to be difficult once I start the Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya and MH's classes. Then every day this Bhakti Vaibhav things are also starting. So we'll have to work out a way. At least once a week we'll keep Friday or something. We'll have to work out. But yeah, if we can take out some 1 hour in the evenings, maybe that will be great. If you're all busy, I understand, but I also get tied up, so we'll work out whatever Krishna arranges. Thank you so much. We'll stop here. Antara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai Jai Gautama Dekh Hari Hari Bol Vancha Kalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyavacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namo Ki Jai. Thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Thank
See
you,
you all
Prabhuji.
soon.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Krishna
Dandavad
Prabhuji,
pranam.
Thank you. Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.